All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It's Friday. You know what that is. Say it with me. You guys ready today? Up here in the diaphragm. Come on, I know you're ready. Say it with me. It is Octane Friday. And that's when we kick it up a notch for you who are ready to blow your doors off. This is a good week here in the cave. We're on a roll here. Two great anniversaries this week, and I was going back and forth. Oh, which one am I going to do for Octane Friday? Still, I'm probably going to do both. I'll probably do one today, and I'll probably do that other one tomorrow. I hope I get to it, because two awesome records this week have anniversaries that are perfect for Octane Friday, but this one, for whatever reason, just edged it out today. So stick with me here. But it is this week, yesterday, the 29th anniversary of Soundgarden's album Superunknown. That's their fourth studio. They had some pretty good stuff early on. I think one of them, what was it called there? Was it called Buzz Factory? What was that called? Anyway, for a record. But this is, of course, the follow-up to their third record, Badmotorfinger. Can you get my wallet out of the bag? It's the one that says Badmotorfinger. Badmotorfinger, of course, that's when I was introduced to Soundgarden. I don't know about you. They call, a lot of people call Superunknown this their breakout record because it sold so many copies and had so many hits. So I get it from that point of view. But for me, Badmotorfinger was the breakout. That's the one that made you aware of who they were. Like, they were on the map. I was listening to that the exact same time I was listening to Smells Like Teen Spirit. And I remember getting Badmotorfinger and just being like, what? Rusty Kid, I mean, all these awesome songs. I'll just be like, I'm a fan. So yeah, this was a much anticipated follow-up to a great record. But this music was evolution from Badmotorfinger. Yes, it was heavy. Yes, it was grunge. But they started to make it a little more accessible, a little bit more with a chorus, maybe even, or just a little bit more radio friendly, right? But again, they were branching out here. It debuted at number one. People couldn't wait for this record to come out. And everyone loved it. Critics loved it. Sold 6 million copies. 5 singles off of this. They even stopped at one point recording, backing up the bus a little bit, when they were recording this, they paused and stopped to do a 10-day tour with Neil Young. I'm trying to picture that. They opened up for Neil Young on a 10-day tour. I mean, Neil Young, he was always pushing the limits when he come to his stuff and his rock. He was doing all kinds of stuff with all kinds of bands. So that's pretty cool. I did see Soundgarden with Guns N' Roses at Foxborough Stadium on the floor, not that far out, maybe 15 rows back. That was pretty epic in my mind. But again, how did they get this experimentation? They hired a producer who was very interested in getting them to do stuff with instruments and to stop starting timing and just to do all kinds of stuff with that. Channeling Ringo Starr on drums on some of these songs. Even the producer before he did Black Hole Sun had him listen to Frank Sinatra first before recording that. Chris Cornell. Pretty amazing, right? It was nominated for Rock Album of the Year, Best Rock Album. It didn't win, but it was nominated. But the two singles did win Grammys off this record. So yes, this is a huge record, and we couldn't keep it on the shelf. Just like when we were at Music Outlet, just everyone was buying this, and it was very good record again. What were those singles? The Day I Tried to Live, My Wave, Fell on Black Days. That one, love that song. Black Hole Sun, again, we talked about that a second ago. Spoonman. Spoonman was the lead single, released on Valentine's Day in 94. Black Hole Sun and Spoonman are the ones that won Grammys. So yeah, this is a great record. 29 years ago, Soundgarden hits it out of the park with Superunknown. I guess he saw a movie that was called Super Clown, and he read it wrong. And he was trying to remember it, and he said, let's call this album Superunknown. The album cover is a blurry picture of the band, and then that underneath is a forest fire, black and white, upside down. So, there you go. I think the artist released it, the full picture at some point along the way. not too distant past. But great record for Octane Friday. Your song of the day is that lead single, the one that turned me on to this particular record, Spoonman. I love this song. You don't get tired of this one. That's a good one. So that's the one that you're turning up today on Octane Friday. You're listening to some Soundgarden. That's going to be good, right? Even if you haven't listened in a while, do it today. Listen to this record. I mean, there's tons of songs on here. I didn't even talk about some of the other songs, but these are all great ones. All right. Have a good Friday, a good Octane Friday, whatever you're doing. I hope it involves music. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side. Steal them while you can.